Hello, my name is Jason McDonald, and I'm Director of the JM Internet Group. How do you know what keywords customers are entering into the Google search engine, the keywords that you need to be at the top of? How do you fish where the fish are? In this video, we're going to look at the Google Keywords tool, and I'm going to teach you three important things: keyword ideas, keyword volume, and keyword value. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to look at three things in this session. We're going to look at the Keywords tool, and we're going to understand three big important factors in using the tool. So first, we're going to look at how we use the tool to get keyword ideas, to understand what people are searching for via Google. Secondly, we're going to look at keyword volume. We're going to start to understand we want to fish where the fish are. We want to optimize our websites on high volume keywords. And third, we're going to look at value. We're going to start to explore this idea of which keywords are the most valuable keywords in terms of marketing. So there's three parts of our agenda. All right, so I built out the instructor links for you. I've got the links for you. They're in the YouTube clickable link below the video, or you can go to jm-seo.org/31, and that will send you over to a landing page where you can get the links and the materials for the class on our website. All right, so let's talk about just sort of basics before we get started. So let's just make sure we understand what we're talking about when we're using the Keywords tool. So we're looking at a typical Google search. I did a search here for industrial fans, so I'm sort of playing the role that I'm an industrial fans company. My customers are going to type in industrial fans, and I want to understand what are the ways that they search. What are the types of searches? Don't forget a very basic trick on Google. On the left-hand side, show search tools, related searches, and that opens up some great keyword ideas for us. And you start to see, oh, it's not just industrial fans, it's industrial ceiling fans, exhaust fans, used fans, all sorts of things that you wouldn't have thought about, commercial fans, that people are putting in there for fans. So that's just sort of housekeeping to get that list out. Now, let's go into the Google tool, and let's start with our first issue, which is ideas. Okay, so we're going to go to the tool. Now, the tool, you don't have to be signed in to use the tool. You do have to know how to find it. Now, I have the link directly for you in the links there, or you can Google SEO keyword tool, and it will get you right into the tool. You might have to look around a little bit and find it. Let's try it. Let's put in Google, it's Google AdWords keyword tool is what they call it, of course. And there you'll get to the tool. Okay, so now I'm not signed in right now. Notice over here on the far right of my screen, I'm not signed in. So I'm just looking at it from sort of the outside in. Okay, so let's take that word industrial fan. Let's type in industrial fan, and let's use the tool to get ideas. Now, you may get a CAPTCHA the first time. You may have to fill in a CAPTCHA. So I'm just going to hit broad and nothing else checked and hit search. So I'm using the tool to get keyword ideas. So I'm just going to start very broad. I put in a phrase that sort of makes sense for my target customers, and I'm writing down my keyword list, and I'm looking at what people search for. Industrial fans, industrial cooling fans, industrial ceiling fans, industrial fan manufacturers. You can do this for any keyword that you're interested in. Let's say you're a bankruptcy attorney. Put in bankruptcy attorney, hit search. The first thing you want to do with this tool is on the left-hand side, start to play with ideas. And you'll see whenever you do attorney searches, you see lots of geographics. This means people are looking for attorneys in their local area. Huge takeaway, therefore, is I've got to optimize my pages for local search. Now, let's drill down into the tool and get some more ideas. Check this box here. I like to check the box phrase, hit search. So now I'm sort of narrowing my focus. I'm not asking to Google to think more broadly, and I can drill down. And you can see now I've gone to phrase match, and I'm getting lots of cities. And what else am I looking for? Look at that, best. What do people search for? I need the best attorney, the best knee surgeon, the top knee doctor, this sort of thing. Best is a very important search term you'll see pop up. You see lots of cities. Let's take a different search term. Let's put in here CRM software for customer relations management software, and let's hit search. So the first thing we can do, see that best show up there? Isn't that interesting? So I like to search by search volume, which we're going to get to in a second, and just sort of look at my ideas. So you can see here, CRM software, CRM reviews. People look for reviews, don't they? Free, everybody's cheap, open source. So the first thing you can do is play around with these boxes on the tool, put your keywords in, pay attention to this left column, and that's going to give you ideas. Now, as I teach in my classes, we're writing those ideas down. Ultimately, those are going to go in our very organized keyword worksheet. But right now, we're just getting the ideas, and we're using this tool for ideas. That's our first thing that we do with the tool is our keyword ideas. So we're going to use Google. We're going to look at related searches. We're going to go to the keywords tool, and we're going to get all the different sort of variations in how somebody searches. Number two, we want to fish where the fish are. We want to search, we want to optimize on heavy volume keywords. What are keywords that are the most popular? So we want to understand volume. So this is a great tool for understanding volume. So you type your keyword in. It'll usually open this global monthly searches. If it doesn't open it correctly, click on the columns chevron there and put these in. Now let's talk just a second. Locations and this. Global. Google, world's best search engine. Terrible, horrible job naming things. Global is obviously whole world. Local is your country. United States, UK, Canada, etc. It's not New York metro area, San Francisco Bay Area. It's kind of stupid that they call that local. That's not what normal people think of as local. That should be called country searches. So let's just look at global searches. Now, so we put our keyword in. We hit search. I like to work on phrase. I find it's a little bit easier to manipulate and get serious ideas. Broad means Google think for me. It's a little vague because it does a lot of substitution. So I like to check phrase. I like to check this box here when I'm trying to drill into what's going on. So I'm going to type my keyword in here. I'm going to click on the global monthly volume. That's going to sort in descending order. Okay, and what does this give me? This gives me the volumes. Where are the fish? What are people searching? And you can see, obviously, CRM software is important, but number 2 is free. Number 3 is reviews, and these are roughly the number of searches per month. Now, what else can you do with this in terms of volume? Let's say you're having an argument. Do more people search for bankruptcy attorney or bankruptcy lawyer? Okay, and let's see if we can get the tool to cooperate. And I'm going to hit search. It may or may not. Yeah, it cooperates. Okay, sometimes it won't cooperate and won't give us great data. But look at this. So you're having an argument. Hey, do more people search for the word attorney or the word lawyer? We're bankruptcy lawyers. What are we going to optimize on? Look at this. It shows you that there's a lot more searches for bankruptcy attorney than for lawyer. So what's the takeaway there? Optimize on those searches for attorney. Put more of that emphasis in your website. So you're getting to your volume here. So put in competitive phrases, competitive words, set yourself to phrase, look at your volume, and you can answer the sort of proverbial question about the bear in the woods. If a bear in the woods is a bankruptcy attorney or a bankruptcy lawyer, where is the search volume? The answer for that bear in the woods is the search volume is with the word attorney. Now notice down here, Chapter 7, Chapter 13. Now let's say you're having a question. Do more people search for Chapter 13 bankruptcy or Chapter 7? Type those words in. Whatever words are important for your searches, and it'll tell you, look at that, more people search for Chapter 7. More people search for Chapter 7, 90,000 versus 60,000. So you're getting to your volumes. You're fishing where the fish are, and you're comparing words, attorney, lawyer, Chapter 7, Chapter 13, and you're starting to get some guidance about, hey, what should I optimize on? The high volume words. Obviously, I want to fish where the fish are. I want to get those high volumes. So the second thing with this tool is global monthly volume. Now, you can also sort for countries. If you're in the UK, if you're in Canada, you can change those to different countries and play with that. You can look at mobile search if you're interested in mobile search. So there's some other things. Play around with the tool. You can get some other details about how people are searching. So that's number 2, search volume, fishing where the fish are. Number 3 thing that you can do with this tool, which I find most people get quite confused about, we want late stage or by keywords. We want keywords that are more valuable. So we want to understand when a person's closer to an engagement, what are they searching for? Think about that idea of fish where the fish are. You want to know what fish are juicy and yummy and good to eat. You go to the fish market, you know nothing about fish. You see, hey, tilapia is $2 a pound, salmon $7 a pound, swordfish is $10 a pound. If you know nothing about fish, you can look at the value, the pricing, and that will give you a sense of what fish are good to eat, what fish are more tasty. That's what we're looking at here. So to get to this, you've got to sign into the tool. So click sign in and sign in with your Google account. Okay, not a big deal. You don't have to be an AdWords advertiser. You just have to have a Google account. You sign in, and now it's going to give us some more interesting data. So we've signed in. Over here on the right-hand side, open your columns tab. I like to look at global volume and approximate CPC. This is not enabled by default, so you've got to click on columns to get to the CPC. Now, what is that CPC telling us? Okay, now let's enable that, and let's see what that's telling us. So let's go and do a Google search, and let's type in the word personal injury attorney. Okay, so personal injury attorney, I've got my location set to New York City, okay, and people are bidding on AdWords for that click. They're saying, how much am I willing to pay for that click, Google, okay, personal injury attorney. Now, that's the cost per click. So this guy's bidding, this guy's bidding, this guy's bidding. Now, why do I care? Because I want to get those people who are close to doing what? Engaging. They're ready to sue. They're ready to engage with an attorney. Which do you think is more valuable? Personal injury attorney or just attorney? Attorney could be anything, right? Attorney could be divorce attorney. Attorney could be family law attorney. Attorney could be anything. Which do you think is more valuable? Attorney or personal injury attorney in Manhattan, right? I'm in Manhattan. I'm looking for somebody who's in Manhattan. Where is the value? That's what we're going to get to, and that we're looking at what people are willing to pay per click. Now, we're not talking about AdWords. We're talking about SEO. We're talking about free stuff, but we're using the AdWords bidding to know what keywords are the most valuable to our community. Okay, so let's type in personal injury attorney. And I like to go with phrase match. It's a little bit cleaner, and hit search. Okay, now they've just broken this up into 2 tabs. So let's click on the keywords idea tab. Okay, so what have we done here? We've typed sort of our most basic keyword in. We've selected phrase. We've selected only show. Now we've also enabled over on the right with columns, we've enabled CPC. Now look what you can do here. This is like going to the fish store and you're looking at the price per pound of fish. This is the price per click. Notice the generic search, personal injury attorney, is worth only $55. That's still a lot, isn't it? But notice how once they add in the word Los Angeles, it jumps up to $93. What is that telling us? If somebody just puts in personal injury attorney, maybe they're in Florida and I'm in Los Angeles. I can't help you. I can't practice law in Florida. I'm not sure you're my customer. The bid declines. If you type in Los Angeles and I'm in LA and you're in LA, that's a good match. The bid goes up. What is this telling us of as SEO people? For attorneys, the geographies jump the value quite a bit. That's where the money is. That's where you want to optimize for attorneys. Let's use a different search. Let's type in CRM software, customer relations software, and hit search. And again, we're looking at value now. So let's sort descending by volume, and let's look at the value column and look for jumps or declines. Okay, so here's our volume. This is what people are willing to bid on AdWords. Stop doing that, Google. There we go. Okay, and what do we see? The average, so to speak, is $22. Look how the addition of the word free drops the value to 14. Why is that? Because if they're free, maybe they're broke, maybe they have no money, maybe they're only looking for free stuff. Now let's look for things that are above 22. Look down here, 23, 24. Now what are those guys? 23, web-based. 24, online. So this gives us some clues as to where the money is, where the value is, where people are interested in engaging who have a budget. Why? I want to optimize on what? All of my logical keywords, that's the left-hand column. I want to fish where the fish are, that's the center column, the global monthly volume. And I want to catch juicy fish. I want to catch people who are close to engaging, people who could become my customer. That's my value column. So those three columns give us ideas, volumes, and values. Most people don't know how to use this tool. It's a very important tool for SEO, and Google doesn't do a great job explaining it. So that's our second and third aspects is our late stage. So we've learned three things about the tool. We've learned to sign in to get the most data. We've learned keyword ideas. That's the first idea. We've learned our keyword volume. That's the second idea. And then we sign in on the right-hand side, click on the columns, enable CPC. We're able to look at what the community is bidding. We're starting to look at our value. So spend some quality time with this tool. It's very powerful. Click around in it, and it is the #1 tool for keyword discovery for SEO. Now, you can download the PowerPoint links there at jm-seo.org/31, and I'm always open to questions, so you've got my information there for questions if you have any additional questions on how to use the Google Keyword Tool. Don't be shy. Reach out and give me a holler, make a comment on the YouTube channel, or send me an email, and I'm happy to help. So thank you so much for watching.